Under the golden afternoon sun, the clever little monkey named Lily skipped happily home after a long school day. With a cute little backpack on her back and a wide-brimmed hat, Lily looked just like a diligent schoolgirl. But just as she passed through the gate, a strange feeling washed over her. Lily instinctively glanced back at the empty road, feeling as if someone was watching her from a distance. I must be overthinking it, Lily muttered to herself. She shook her little head, chasing away the unsettling feeling, and quickly ran inside. Leaving the strange feeling behind, Lily entered the house and immediately showed her tidiness. She carefully took off her backpack and hat, placing them on a cabinet before running to the living room. It was time to relax. Lily flopped onto the soft armchair, grabbed the remote, and turned on her favorite cartoon channel. Her kind dad had already prepared a plate of juicy red apples. Lily happily sat at the table, picked up a fork, and enjoyed each crisp, sweet slice. But a moment later, Lily suddenly felt her stomach churn uncomfortably. Perhaps the apple was a bit cold. She winced and hurried to the restroom to relieve herself. It was while Lily was in the restroom that a strange figure stealthily snuck into the house. The very same person who had been watching her earlier. When Lily came out, her small heart felt like it would leap out of her chest. A complete stranger was brazenly rummaging through the cabinet in the living room. Terrified, Lily quickly hid behind a wall, peeking out with bated breath. The thief found nothing of value and headed straight for her dad's bedroom. He flung the door open and began scanning the room. Seeing this, the initial fear in Lily's heart began to fade. In its place, anger and a powerful thought ignited in her mind. This is my home. I can't let a bad guy destroy it. With her courage surging, Lily no longer hesitated. She looked around, grabbed a nearby red plastic back scratcher to use as a weapon. With a determined cry, Lily charged into the bedroom, raised the back scratcher high, and relentlessly attacked the thief. Ambushed by a small but fierce homeowner, the thief panicked, screamed, and fled for his life. The brave Lily chased him all the way to the door, making sure the danger was truly gone. After the thief had vanished, her burst of courage faded, and Lily felt her whole body ache with exhaustion. She slowly walked back inside, climbed onto the soft bed, and sat down, still panting from the recent fight. Just then, her dad walked in, saw the scene, and understood everything.
À, em có trộm hả? Lần sau
He
đi con gõ cửa
gathered the
như
little
nhé.
monkey in his
Nhá.
arms,
Thấy chưa?
gently stroking her
Thôi đi cây, con cất đi
small
này.
back.
Em cất đi nhé. Cất
His
đi nhá.
eyes were filled not only with
Sợ
relief,
quá.
but also with immense
Sợ
pride
quá.
and love
Đây là
for his
giọng ngắn nhé.
brave
Giọng
little
tiếng mất chịu ha.
bodyguard. The next day, the story began as Lily, on her way home from school, became so engrossed in admiring strange flowers along the road that she turned down an unfamiliar path.
Trời, Ly đi đâu giờ này chưa về nhỉ?
The further she went, the more foreign the scenery became, and she realized she had wandered so far that she was lost.
Lily! Lily! Đi đâu đâu không biết nữa. Lily! Lily!
Panic began to creep into Lily's little heart. She stood helplessly in the middle of a large garden, looking around in confusion. Just then, the sound of a motorcycle echoed in the distance. A strange young man drove past, his eyes fixed on Lily, making her feel uneasy. He made a loop and came back, deliberately driving very slowly as if sizing her up. Her instincts told her this was not a good person, so Lily immediately turned and ran. In her panic, a clever idea flashed in Lily's mind. She quickly took off her hat and intentionally dropped it on the path, hoping to throw the bad guy off her trail.
Lily.
Then, Lily quickly veered in another direction, dashing into a cornfield with stalks towering over her head and hiding among the dense rows. From her safe hiding spot, Lily carefully peeked out. Just as she had predicted, the young man stopped and began searching the area around it. Only when the sound of the motorcycle had faded completely did Lily dare to breathe a sigh of relief.
Ly ơi, Ly. Ly ơi. Ly ơi. Lily.
Although she had escaped the bad man, she was still lost. Lily ran to another spot, stood on some old steps, and tried to call for help, hoping a kind person would hear her.
Lily.
And then, like a miracle, the familiar figure of her dad appeared in the distance.
Lily.
He had been searching everywhere for his little daughter. Seeing Lily was safe, her dad rushed over. He didn't scold her at all. He just gently pulled her into his arms, stroking her small back, which was trembling with fear.
Bẩn hết quần áo rồi nè. Mũ rời vào lấy tìm thấy cho Ly nè. Nè, cô bé nè.
Her dad's warm and loving embrace chased away all of Lily's fears.
Sao đi về luôn nhá. Được chưa? Được chưa? Đi học chứ đi về nhà nhá. Thôi đi về làm đi ăn nhá Ly nhá. Được chưa? Em đau bụng lắm rồi đúng không? Quay đi nào, quay đi Ly, quay đây.
Finally, she was safe in her father's arms and on her way home.
Đi về nào, đi. Về thôi.
The afternoon sun streamed through the glass window, casting a golden glow across the living room where little Lily was sitting alone. She was gazing idly out into the yard when the door creaked open. Dad was home.
Hai Ly, làm gì đấy?
But today, he didn't look as cheerful as usual. Instead of wrapping his little daughter in a big hug, he wearily sat down on the long sofa, wincing slightly. He rolled up his sleeve, and Lily, from her little chair, saw a long reddish scrape on his arm. Lily's big, round eyes were fixed on the wound. Dad was hurt. Without a moment's hesitation, she slid off her chair, her little feet pattering towards the medicine cabinet that Mom kept on the shelf. An idea flashed in her mind. I have to help Dad. Clatter! She hugged the first aid box and proudly walked towards her dad, like an important doctor on a grand mission. Her dad looked at his little daughter in surprise. "Sweetheart, what are you doing?" Lily said nothing, simply placing the box on her dad's lap and pointing at the wound. Her dad smiled, a warm smile despite his fatigue. He opened the box, taking out a cotton ball and a bottle of antiseptic. Instantly, Lily snatched the cotton ball and, imitating her mom, gently dabbed at her dad's scrape. Her tiny hands were clumsy, but full of gentleness.
Sáng đi nhé. Sao nhé Ly nhé. Được chưa? Không sao đâu ha.
After disinfecting it, Lily looked at the roll of bandages. Understanding her intention, Dad tore off a Band-Aid and handed it to his daughter.
Này mình quấn xíu là mình đỡ như chưa Ly nè. Này đi cầm này cho ba này, cầm này cho ba nhé, cầm đây.
She carefully, meticulously peeled off the protective paper and placed it on her dad's arm, even patting it a few times as if to make it stick better and make his pain fly away.
Ngồi yên ha. Đúng rồi. rồi đấy. Cầm đây này đi, cầm đây, đúng rồi, cầm đây, đúng rồi, cầm đi. Mở lên đi. Xé ra, xé đâu nha, này, xé này, đó, thấy chưa? Đó. Bỏ cái này ra thứ ba nhá. Đây, này, con bỏ ra thứ ba đấy kìa. Bỏ đi con. Đúng rồi, sao đâu? Đây kìa. Cảm ơn Ly nhá.
Her dad looked at his little daughter, his heart overflowing with love. The physical wound no longer stung because it had been healed by the purest and sweetest love in the world. He lifted Lily up and hugged her close. Thank you, my little nurse. He lay down on the bed, placing Lily on his stomach. Her tiny hands patted his belly gently, as if to check if her hero was truly okay. In the quiet room, only the love between a father and his daughter was shining, warmer and more tender than the sunlight outside.
Đi chơi ba có lâu không? Ngồi đấy chơi ba có lâu không? Hả?
The next morning, Dad excitedly pulled a brand new, crisp white shirt from a shopping bag. As soon as she saw it, Lily's eyes lit up. She let out an excited, "Ah!" clasped her hands to her head, and bounced up and down on the spot. The new shirt was so beautiful. Dad laughed at his daughter's adorable reaction. He carefully put on the new shirt. Every movement was slow and deliberate. He smoothed the shoulders and adjusted the collar until it was perfect. When he was done, he looked at Lily with pride, as if to ask, "How do I look?" Lily watched her dad with bated breath. The moment he turned around, she clapped her hands enthusiastically. The white shirt made her dad look so handsome and different. Unable to contain her admiration, Lily rushed over, wrapped her arms around her dad's leg, and nuzzled her little head against it. Her action was the best compliment of all, saying, "My daddy is the most handsome no matter what he wears." Feeling the love and admiration from his little daughter, Dad happily bent down and stroked Lily's head, his eyes sparkling with joy and pride. After admiring it for a while, he carefully took the shirt off, folded it neatly, and placed it on the table before leaving to do something else, completely unaware that this very shirt was about to become the centerpiece of Lily's next adventure.
Chờ xíu. Đi ăn này nhá. Ra ngoài có mấy đồ ăn về nấu ăn nha. Đưa mình ăn cơm nhé.
Seeing her dad's beautiful shirt on the table, Lily couldn't hide her curiosity. She wanted to try on this grown-up shirt just once. Even though it was huge on her small frame, Lily struggled to put it on. The shirt nearly touched the floor, and the sleeves were incredibly long, making her look quite funny. After trying it on, Lily pulled the shirt off and sat down to enjoy her favorite yogurt. But her joy was short-lived. While she was eating, she accidentally dropped a smear of yogurt onto the pristine white sleeve. Seeing the stain on her dad's new shirt, Lily panicked. Afraid of being scolded, she decided she had to fix her mistake herself. Lily quickly grabbed the shirt, ran to the bathroom, placed it in a blue bucket, filled it with water, and began to scrub it with all her might. After washing it, she lifted the soaking wet shirt out and put it in a white plastic basket. She carefully dragged the basket out to the yard, found a sunny spot, and hung the shirt up to dry. Just then, her dad returned.
Áo gì đây trời? Các bạn ơi, đi làm gì cái áo mình đây? Đi.
He put down his bag and called out, "Lily!" Hearing his voice, Lily jumped. The memory of the stained shirt flooded back, and she was terrified.
Đi ơi! Đi! Đi ơi!
Without a second's thought, she ran and hid. Her dad, puzzled, looked for her and finally opened the wardrobe door. He found Lily huddled silently in the darkness. He gently asked, "Lily, what are you doing in here?"
Sai không? Dạ lơ hả? Lơ hả?
But she remained silent, too afraid to answer.
Ly làm rơi cái áo của ba đó không Ly? Có phải không? Áo mà mới mua mà làm rơi rồi. Ly nói sao Ly nhỉ? Ta buồn Ly nhỉ? Áo mới mua đấy.
Seeing this, her dad didn't press further and quietly closed the door before going to the bedroom and lying down on the bed. From inside the wardrobe, Lily could sense the silence and perhaps her dad's sadness. Filled with regret, she slowly stepped out of the closet and tiptoed to the bedside. She used her tiny hand to pat her dad's back several times. A sincere apology. Feeling his daughter's remorse, Dad slowly turned over.
Sao? Biết lỗi rồi hả? Biết lỗi rồi đúng không? Qua đây.
Lily rushed to him and threw her arms around his neck. Dad wrapped his arms tightly around his little girl. In that moment, all anger and sadness melted away. Dad understood that no matter how precious the shirt was, it could never compare to the love he had for Lily. The warm hug replaced any need for words of forgiveness, affirming that their bond was the most precious thing of all. One beautiful morning, the little monkey, Lily, woke up to the sound of her stomach rumbling. She ran straight to the refrigerator, hoping to find something delicious. But alas, it was completely empty except for a single lonely spoon. Undeterred, Lily scurried over to her beloved piggy bank, turning it upside down with all her might. But only silence answered. The pig was empty. A flicker of sadness crossed Lily's big, round eyes. But it was quickly replaced by a strong sense of determination. Faced with a food crisis, a grand idea sparked in the clever little monkey's mind. Instead of waiting, Lily decided to solve the problem herself. She quickly grabbed a board and, with a blue marker, neatly wrote the professional-looking words, "Sale 40%. With the advertising sign in hand, Lily confidently placed it right in front of her house, ready for the first business venture of her life. To get her product, Lily ran to the small garden behind her house. Under the morning sun, clusters of ripe, round red tomatoes, like tiny lanterns, were calling to her. Lily carefully and gently picked each one, feeling their freshness in her palm. She arranged them in a basket, her heart filled with joy as she imagined how much food she could trade for these tomatoes. Her mobile stall was ready. Lily brought the basket of tomatoes to the market, placed the discount sign in the most eye-catching spot, and waited for customers.
Hi. Hi.
Before long, a kind little girl was drawn to this special stall.
Okay.
Seeing how adorable and serious Lily was, the girl didn't hesitate to ask to buy some.
Chào bạn, bạn món cái gì? Bạn món cái gì đó?
Lily, in her role as a professional salesperson, carefully picked each tomato and put it in a bag for her customer.
Cà chua ngon quá. Bán cho tôi nhé. Ok. Cái này bao nhiêu? Ok. Thank you.
The moment she received the money from her hard work, Lily's eyes shone with immense joy and pride.
Bye-bye.
After the customer left, she happily counted the money she had just earned. With her earnings in hand, Lily decided to treat herself. She went to a nearby stall and bought a packet of her favorite cookies.
Chào bạn nha. Chào bạn nha. Bạn mua gì? Mua bánh hả? Đưa tiền đây. Tiền đây. Rồi. Đây hả? Lựa đi. Đây.
As she pushed her small cart home, Lily had no intention of keeping the reward for herself. Seeing her friend, the little pig, she didn't hesitate to share the remaining tomatoes in her basket. It was the act of a kind heart, always thinking of others.
Bye.
Ủa, Ly.
Dad.
Arriving home, Lily brought the cookies she had bought to her dad.
Đây Ly. Tao cho ba cái nào. Cái ghế ngồi đi con. Đi đâu về đây? Tao có bánh ở đây hả? Ba có mua sữa cho Ly kìa. Mua sữa bánh cho Ly được kìa.
Not only did her dad smile with pride at his daughter's independence, but he also had a much bigger surprise for her. He brought out a giant
Bây
box.
giờ Lily sẽ dùng cái xe này để đi chơi, đi học hoặc đi lúc đi chơi những lúc rảnh rỗi nhé mọi người ơi. Đây là Lily, bây giờ mình cùng mở cái hộp quà này nhé. Lily giúp bố lấy cái kéo đi. Đây này Lily, đây Lily, Lily, đây. Đấy hả? Để ba mở cho Lily xem nhé. Đây. Nào vui nào Lily. Đi vui đi. Đi mở đi. Đúng rồi, đúng rồi.
When the box was opened, Lily had to scream with delight. Inside was a sparkling pink toy car, her dream gift. Unable to wait any longer, the two of them started to assemble it. Lily proved to be very skillful and enthusiastic. She single-handedly attached each wheel and helped her dad install the windshield and headlights. Hee! Finally, when the car was complete, Lily proudly sat in the driver's seat, ready for new adventures. The pink car quickly became Lily's indispensable companion. She drove it all over the yard, carrying her things and always remembering to wear her cute little helmet. Oh! During one of her rides, the car's wheel unfortunately got stuck. But for an independent monkey like Lily, that wasn't a big problem. She calmly went into the house.
Uh-oh.
Found a screwdriver in the toolbox, and came back, concentrating on fixing the wheel with expertise. After the car was working again, Lily even carefully used a brush to sweep away the leaves that had fallen inside. She took care of her gift with great care and responsibility.
La la la.
Đi đâu Ly? Hả? Đi đâu ba? Ly Ly, đi đâu vậy? Đi mua đồ hả? Tao mua bánh cho Ly nè. Mua củ nè, bánh củ này thấy chưa?
Wow.
Đúng rồi, mua con thích nè. Thôi đi về ăn bánh nhá, thấy chưa này? Tao bỏ giờ đây tí nhá. Phải đi nhá, đi về ha. Này, ba có mua củ nữa này, thấy chưa? Thôi đi về ha.
evening was passing peacefully when the ringing of the telephone shattered the silence. On the other end of the line was her dad's boss.
Cậu Quang à, công việc dạo này sa sút quá đấy.
Lily saw her dad cheerfully answer the phone, but then the smile on his lips slowly faded, replaced by a
Biết rồi, sếp.
stunned,
Dạ,
tense
sự cố ngoài
expression.
không muốn sếp ơi. Sếp thông cảm cho em nhé.
Cậu muốn công ty dẹp tiệm luôn à?
Dạ, em cũng không muốn như thế đâu.
The cold words from the phone were like needles piercing the silence of the room.
Không muốn nghe
I'm
câu gì
sorry. The company has to make
nữa. Tôi đã
cutbacks.
quá nhiều cơ hội rồi.
You're fired.
Tôi không muốn hợp tác cùng với cậu nữa.
Dạ, dạ.
The call ended. Dad put the phone down helplessly. The news was like a bucket of cold water, suddenly making the usually strong man weak. His shoulders drooped heavily, not just from fatigue, but from the weight of the future. He sank into a chair, buried his face
Is
in
it
his
my
hands,
fault?
his mind filled with 1,000 unanswered questions. What will I do next? How will I provide for Lily?
Because of me, Dad lost his job. So no more milk, no more fruit.
Lily, who was playing nearby, immediately sensed the change.
Này, tôi
The solid wall named Dad seemed to be crumbling. She didn't understand words like fired or boss, but she understood the pain in her dad's sigh. For the first time, she saw her dad as truly fragile.
Lily.
Without a moment's hesitation, Lily knew she had to be her dad's hero right
Is it my
then.
fault?
She ran and put on her little chef's coat. It was Lily's way of saying, "Don't worry, Dad. I can work. I can take care of you."
Milk. I don't need fruit anymore. Don't be sad, Dad.
She gently approached him and patted his bowed head with her tiny hands. Seeing her dad still lost in silence, Lily began to show off her back-thumping skills. Each tiny, clumsy punch was filled with a fierce determination, as if wanting to beat away the worries that surrounded her dad.
Ba không sao đi nhé. Đậu nhé. Đi giỏi quá ha. Ba không sao ha. Đi ngoan ha. Đi làm gì đây? Hả? Ba có việc tí nha. Đúng con ha. Đi ra kia nằm đi con. Đi nằm ngoan đấy nha.
Aww. Dad doesn't seem well. I can't leave him alone.
Then, Lily ran to get her favorite pink blanket. She struggled a bit with the blanket that was bigger than her, but she finally managed to carefully drape it over her dad. She wanted the warmth of the blanket to protect and shelter him from the cold wind of the news outside.
Ủa, gì Ly? Gì đấy? Cầm khăn cho ba hả? Làm sao nhé? Hả? Chị Ly?
She gently arranged the blanket, stroked his head once more, and then softly planted a loud kiss on his cheek. That pure and sincere kiss seemed to awaken her dad from his negative thoughts. Dad slowly raised his head. His eyes still held sadness, but now shone with emotion.
Rồi, đi chơi nhé. Đi chơi nhé, ông mời cái nền đi nhé, bạn làm nhé. Đi chơi nhé, đi ra. Đi chơi thôi.
Seeing this, Lily ran to get a carton of milk. In her simple world, a sweet drink could soothe any sorrow. She patiently brought the milk carton over, inserted the straw herself, and handed it to her dad.
Gì Ly? Gì đây? Sao? Sữa cho ba hả? Hả? Ly mua sữa cho ba hả? Cảm ơn Ly nhé. Ba không sao nhé. Ly sữa uống đi ha. Được không?
Looking at his little daughter's actions, Dad suddenly realized that although he had lost his job, he still had the most precious asset, which was Lily. Her unconditional love was the greatest strength. Dad smiled, a real smile. He didn't drink alone, but shared the milk carton with Lily as a silent promise. As long as I have you by my side, I can overcome anything.
Đây. Con uống đi. Đúng rồi. Giỏi lắm. Từ từ thôi ha. Thế là bỏ rác cho đi nhé. Mang con đi rồi, bỏ rác đi con. Xong rồi hả con? Thôi đi ngủ nhé, được không? Đi ngủ nhé. Ha. Ngoan nhé. Hả? Đây con nằm đây. Đúng rồi, đây chú con nhé.
That night, after being cared for by his daughter, Dad hugged Lily tightly and gently placed her in bed. In each other's arms, the dad and daughter found peace, proving that a family's love is always the strongest support against all of life's storms. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the window, bringing a new day. The sadness of yesterday was still there, But instead of sinking into despair, Dad and Lily had a new resolve. They knew that no matter how difficult things got, they still had each other in the bountiful garden behind the house.
Oh no, there's only one orange left.
À, thôi con này con ăn đi nhá, còn một quả con ăn đi ha. Thấy chưa? Giỏi lắm.
I thought you needed it more.
Sao ấy? Ăn đi thôi, không phải giường đâu ha. Ăn đi. À, con ăn đi. Nè, con ăn đi nhá. Ăn đi thôi. Sao? Hay bóc cùng chia nhá, được không? Chia đôi nhá. Nhá. Ăn đi nhá, thấy chưa?
Dad needs to be healthy to be able to find a new job.
Hay bóc cùng chia nhá, được không? Phải ăn đi nhá.
I'm not hungry. Dad, please eat it.
Bóc Lily ăn nhá. Cắm đủ lại con. Cắm lại. Để đây bóc con. Đây. Lily nhá. Ngon quá ha.
It looks delicious, but I prefer milk.
Đây, muỗng một miếng nhá. Đây, con ăn đi. Ngon không? Ăn từ từ thôi nhé. Nè.
This is a difficult time for me, and my dad hopes he gets a new and better job.
Tay lạnh ha. Được không? Cầm lấy, cầm lấy. À, cho ba hả? Cái này cho ba hả? Cái này đi ăn đi nhé ha. Được chưa?
It's okay, Dad. We'll get through this together.
Nè, đi ăn đi. Cầm lấy. Gãi cái ly nhá. Đây, cầm. Ăn hết đi nhá. Ăn đi con, ăn đi, ăn đi. Ngon. Giỏi lắm. Đi bỏng rác nhé, cầm bỏng rác đi con. Đây, bỏng rác kìa. Đây, bỏng rác.
This is a habit my dad taught me. After eating, I must throw the trash in the right place.
Đi bỏng rác nhé, cầm bỏng rác đi con. Rồi. Giỏi quá. Đấy, Ly phải ngoan vậy ha. Ngoan thương ha. Ôi, Ly ơi, ba quên mất. Mình mất việc nên bây giờ thì
After Dad peeled some sweet orange slices for her to recharge, Lily put on her straw hat. She understood that to have more delicious meals, the two of them needed to work. She ran to her dad, holding the largest basket, her eyes determined as if to say, Dad, let's go to the garden.
We're going out to the garden, hoping to have something to harvest.
Dad smiled, stroking the head of his small but resilient daughter. He understood what she meant. Together, they went to the lush green chayote trellis, where young fruits were dangling, waiting to be harvested. This was their source of life now.
Oh, I think we can harvest the chayote, sell it, and get money.
The work began. Dad, with his height, was in charge of picking the fruits at lower levels and further away. And Lily, with her agility and natural climbing skills, turned the trellis into her playground. She nimbly moved from one branch to another, even hanging upside down to reach the best chayotes in the most difficult places that her dad couldn't reach. Occasionally, she would cheer when she picked a really big one, then carefully drop it down for her dad
This
to
is my
catch below.
forte, nothing difficult.
rồi Ly, kia nữa Ly. Rồi, đi qua đây ạ. Qua đây. Đây con, giỏi quá. Kia đấy kìa. Đây đi. Đi giỏi quá. Kia đấy con. Đây Ly. Kia đấy kìa. À đúng rồi. Kia Ly. Thấy không?
Soon, the basket was filled with fresh, delicious chayotes. The
Bắt nguyên một
result
sọt
of their
luôn.
hard work and
Thôi bây giờ
unity.
mình đi bán nhá.
Looking at the
Quần áo
heavy
bẩn hết rồi
basket
này.
of chayotes,
Lát về bây giờ
both
quần áo cho
dad
Ly
and
nhá.
daughter
Nhá,
smiled.
trả công cho Ly chưa? Đi về nhá. Đi.
It wasn't
Đi nào
just
đi.
vegetables, it was hope. It was money for food, and it was proof that they could overcome any challenge together.
Rồi đi qua đây đi. Tôi mua rồi. Giờ mình sẽ gọi mình bán nha. Bây giờ đi phụ ba nhé. Đi lấy bỏ đi, lấy bỏ đây con. Lấy bỏ đây bà đi bán nhé, đi.
Lily carefully transferred the best chayotes to a smaller basket, preparing for the next trip.
Đúng rồi. Ui dồi. Ồ, có vẻ hơi nhiều đi ha. Xem này, để bớt một quả lại cho Ly nhé. Nhá, lấy quả nhỏ thôi ha. Bớt một quả lại cho Ly nhé, được không? Hay là 2 quả? Thôi quả đấy bớt lại cho Ly nhé, lát làm cho Ly ăn thử nhé. Đây như đủ này, thôi đi. Ha, mình đi ha.
Dad hugged his daughter, his heart filled with pride.
Mũ Ly đâu nhỉ? Đây mũ Ly kìa, mũ Ly. Mũ đây. Ồ. Đi lấy cho ba chục quả. Đây đi ạ. Đi ra xe đi ạ. Đi.
They got on the motorbike together, carrying the full basket of chayotes and faith in a better tomorrow, starting their journey to the market with the hope of selling their goods and earning money to support their lives.
Đấy Ly ơi. Đây Ly ơi.
Please, is there anyone? I want to sell chayote.
Ly chờ tí. Này Ly ơi. Này lấy rổ này. Đây. Nè. Đây qua đây con. Đúng rồi. Ở đây Ly. Ok con. Rồi, bỏ đi. Rồi, đi vô. Cho lấy tiền đi.
Thank you, ma'am. The chayote I picked from the garden is very fresh.
Đây. Vào đây. Đây. Rồi. Đi về nhá. Có mua gì không? Có mua trái cây gì không? Rồi về mua sữa cho đi nhá. Nha. Đi, mua sữa đi. Đi.